Today is the day, boys and girls. In just a few hours, the Z will finally be back home in the TueZday Garage, where she belongs. It's been just a couple weeks since the last time we were together, and man, a lot of cool stuff has happened. You can see behind me, a lot of stuff has happened. I remember talking about this, about how I wanted to build out the garage and thought maybe it would be a cool video. But quite honestly, it was like BC dude, just thinking and standing around, being in my mind palace. So I just did it. First thing I did was build all this shelving up here. There was nothing, if you remember, there was like a little freaking thing right there, but this is the majority of all like my camping and outdoor stuff. And then I went ahead and built this huge workbench. This is 12 foot long, about 3.5 feet tall ish. It's got some nice little bins in here. And then I also built this shelf right here, which is 8 foot tall and has plenty of shelves. Still have access to the breaker box behind everything, so that's good. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff everywhere, but there's nothing right here, which is freaking amazing. When I got back from Portland, this entire part of the garage was stacked full to the brim, all the way to the door, all the way back here to like the fridge, all the way over to the car. I really needed to get hot and heavy on building all this storage. I actually built these shelves just before I went to California, and then I built a workbench and the other shelving like the 2 weekends prior once I got back. I'll put up some pics of what all this stuff looked like when it was empty, but right now it's disorganized. I really need to go through everything, sort out what I need to keep and what I don't. I mean, look, I've got an extra set of headlights, full set of tail lights and center thing. I got a lot of stuff, and I really need to kind of go through and figure out like stuff I need to keep and what not. I really need to divest some things. If you remember way back in the day in Hawaii, we had a car parts garage sale. I think I'm gonna do something similar to that. I got VG, I got S chassis stuff, I got R chassis stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be something I'll hopefully get done. Another cool thing, obviously the Z got picked up on Halloween night. Met him in a parking lot where there was plenty of space for his semi. My brother took some photos and some footage. I'll go ahead and insert that. So that was super cool. As we were sitting outside passing out candy to the trick-or-treaters, my brother's texting me and sending me these videos and everything, and it was awesome, dude. I was getting really pumped and really jazzed, so that was super cool and super fine. Other than that, just been focusing on getting back to work, getting back in the groove. I did meet somebody the other day, I think it was Thursday, owns a Midnight Purple R33, so hopefully get a chance to meet up with him soon. Another cool thing that happened actually yesterday is I went to a Cars and Coffee, met a lot of cool people. I was hoping to take the Z, technically supposed to be here yesterday. It's all good. Like either way, took the Stagia. It was actually a freaking awesome day. Lots of good conversation. Met a lot of cool new people that I haven't met before. A few Skyline owners, and yeah. I'll go ahead and show you some of the footage I took from that. You can see some of the car culture that's in this area. was a cool time. A lot of cool cars. It was late in the day when I took that footage because, like I said before, guys, the Stagia, it breaks necks. Like, it breaks necks and it creates a lot of awesome conversation. From the moment I got there, I was just in conversation with a lot of people for a long time, and there were some other cool cars there. There were a few Z32s, but they had already taken off by the time that I got around to walking around. In addition to the Z arriving in just a few hours, a little bit later today, there will be another Z coming over to the TueZday Garage for a little extra work. We'll probably put some footage in here a little bit later on. Until then, I'm just waiting for a phone call. Supposed to meet him around noon. I'm probably gonna go just hang out, play some video games, and wait for my phone call. And then once we're on our way to go get the Z, I will definitely be bringing you along. It's gonna be awesome, dude.
It is time.
This is it, boys and girls. Mrs. BC and I are on the road. We are headed to pick up the freaking Z. So excited. Finally. It's finally time. This is it. We're here. First place I picked, I guess, wasn't good enough. Hopefully we have a winner. Oh, and no, he's taking off. Maybe he's backing up. Nope, he's taking off. All right, let's go figure out where we're going. All right, here we are. Found a spot, a little trashy dead end. This is a massive semi. It's awesome. It's so awesome. Mrs. BC's recording as well. Got to make sure she gives me the footage so I can include a couple of perspectives. Nerves of steel, bro. Nerves of steel, my mans. What a cool job. What a freaking cool job. Driving all kinds of cool cars. Very cool. Very cool. All right, let's do the business. Alrighty, man. Filled her up, the fresh 93. Hopefully help dilute some of that stabilizer. Really smoky getting over here, but hopefully that smooths out quite a bit. I know that when I was driving it in Portland, it started smoothing out, but we'll take care of it. It'll all be fine, but man, just gotta get her home safe and sound, and I'll see you when I do.
First time these two have met, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Bro, my Mrs. BC took a lot of Mrs. BC was taking footage while we were driving back as well. I'm gonna piece a lot of I will have pieced a lot of that into this, so hopefully that's fun and neat in the excursion over here. But we're here. Oh my god, we're here. It's so exciting. It's good. It drove really well. I don't know what to say, dude. I don't know what else to say. It actually did happen a lot later than it was supposed to. Originally, he said noon. It ended up being closer to about 3:30, and then the place I recommended, as you saw, wasn't kosher, so we ended up finding a better place. And on that note, the guy that was going to come over here with his Z, I kind of waved him off for today just because I wasn't sure how long all this was going to take. It's funny. As soon as we got here and I parked the car and I turned it off, Mrs. BC says, "Okay, so what now?" And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. This was a project on its own. Putting this car in this garage was today's project. Mission accomplished. We did it. It's awesome. Goal achieved. Achievement unlocked. All the things. It's so good. It's so good, man. It's so good. It's so good. Fits just right. Like, stage is a little longer. I would say maybe a foot, as you can see. So not a lot of room here. And yeah, right on track with where I need to be here. So yeah, man. Yeah, it's exciting. I do have to put new tags on. I already got the new plates, and you know what? I think I'm gonna do that now so I can be legal, and when I get the itch to drive, we could do that. All right, she now has Carolina tags on. She's legit. She's legal. She's titled. She's registered. She's insured. It's all good, man. Freaking victories. Oh, definitely want to wash her up. I can't wait till tomorrow once it cools down. Some of you guys commented in the last video about the starter. That's kind of what our suspicions ended up leading us to after we started a few times. Good news is I have in one of these boxes here a brand new, not remanufactured, but brand new starter Ford RB sitting in there. So that's definitely gonna get swapped in. Sis, I hope you're enjoying your garage now and not having to park outside under the tree. I gotta say though, bro, absolutely not knocking on your shop, but she looks a lot better in here. She looks a lot better in the TueZday Garage. Like, it is what it is, man. These two just crazy ladies, dude. Having them home side by side. So anyway, I'm gonna take a break for the rest of the night, and I will see you in the morning. All right, next day, and it's been a super productive day. Actually, just like I said, Dingo came over, and we've been working on his Z. Currently just doing service type stuff, putting in new spark plugs, but we already took the time to actually completely replace all of his fuel injector wiring, which was actually pretty disgusting. Typical Z32 problems, but now we've got fresh new connectors, cleaning off all the other corrosion that was going on. Also tidied up all the deletes and other vacuum things that we needed to get done, and just kind of getting her running right, because she ain't been running right in a while.
You've been running a little rough. Right?
It's all good. We're just about done, and then we're going to fire it up and see how it turns out, and obviously enjoy the fruits of our labors, because there's no way all of this was for nothing. And yeah, all back together. Let's see how she sounds. Ooh. Oh, I see what the problem is. Hey, shut it down. Yeah, that's a miss if I ever heard one, and I see why. We totally forgot to plug in one of the coil packs. Where is it at? It sure is. Okay. Hold on. We have to unwire tuck some wire tucking. Take two. All right. Much better. Much better. That loudness. That's an exhaust delete. He's working on all the deletes right now. That's a clean emissions delete.
Yeah, going great. That's so much better.
Yeah, that sounds super healthy. Way better. A lot of those injectors were just super corroded. We didn't get around to fixing the coil pack connectors, but he has those on hand. It's too easy. Whoops, camera died. And it's been quite a few days later, actually. Camera died and I've just been busy with work and a lot of other things. And then today, an opportunity presented itself, not only to finish this video, but also go for a drive and to clean up the RBZ. We were supposed to have roofers redoing our whole house today and tomorrow. They ended up canceling, apparently some supply chain issues. I went out for a drive and I washed her up and I polished all the things and oh man. Looks so good. So good, man. All the things. Didn't vacuum. Don't judge me. But, yeah. I think I've mentioned it a lot. In fact, I know I have. Is that, the car's been a little smoky. And believe it or not, it would actually get a little smoky in Texas as well. But only when it sat and idled for a bit. And it was just like this thin white smoke, smelled a lot like fuel. And I would also notice sometimes that like my oil would start to smell like fuel. So I would change it way, way often. And, if you Google white smoke on the internet, it gives you a lot of scary information, like you blew your head gas. And I knew that wasn't the case, man. If you saw from the clips I put in here from my wife, it was still doing a little smoky. And then the other day I started up and it was really smoky. And I started thinking to myself, all right, it's time to address it. It's trying to address it. I'll bet you it's the injectors. It's something that I did with the fuel system. One day I was sitting at work and I just, real quick on my lunch, I just took a browse around the internet and I found on Injector Dynamics, they actually post technical data for all of their injectors in every conceivable ECU. I looked through all the paperwork I have that has like all my little specific settings and all the things I've done. And I could not find the sheet that I had with all the dead times. And I searched my hard drive, I couldn't find my dead times there. So I'm not sure where I got my dead times from. So I looked them up. Yeah, my dead times were wrong. And I didn't have quite the range of voltage set up as well. I used their Haltech Platinum specific settings from a range of like 9 to 16 volts. Car fired right up, running perfect AFRs at idle, and the smoke is gone, guys. Like I've been out driving around. It was a little smoky at first this morning, but it was just that normal condensation smoke when you first start because it's like 20 degrees this morning. But guys, the smoke is gone and it is running amazing. Yeah, she's running amazing. And it's such a load off my mind. It's such a load off my mind that it wasn't something more serious, even though, like I said, I had no reason to believe that it was. Right now, this is just that kind of makeshift crap that we used just to get the car moving. Already arrived. All the new stuff to make the new lines, all the fittings, another fitting here. And we're doing the same catch can setup we did in the Stagia. Just waiting on the catch can. That's coming from Sweden. Once I get that, that's probably what we'll do together next time. So until next time, amici, ciao a tutti, and aloha. It's great to see you again. It's great to have her back. It's great to drive her. And I hope you're excited. Bye-bye.